Hello and welcome back to 2025 Granny Square Blanket. Today we will be learning design number 2. This design is very simple. We start with 2 rounds of main color yarn, and then I will show you how I attach yarn so I do not need to carry yarn around. So round number 1 is done, and we start round number 2 and we are done. So I want to go to this corner here, and I do not want to carry my yarn around. Of course you can, but I do not want to have contrasting color yarn to be visible around my 2 rounds. So this is how I do that. Once I get to the point when I want to attach my contrasting color yarn, I actually will make my first yarn tail long enough to accommodate 3 clusters, which means my yarn tail needs to be long enough to make 9 double crochet stitches and chain 2 in the corner. Okay, so I need to change yarn color now, and instead of making short tail, I can measure approximately how much yarn do I need to make 9 double crochet stitches and chain 2. And I start as usual. Keep my original beginning yarn tail in the back, so I do not carry that yarn. I just work with one tail, and I carry my main color yarn when I'm making my 2 clusters in contrasting color yarn. So this is my 1 cluster in the corner, and then I chain 2, and I make another cluster in the corner, and I will work only with my main color yarn all the way around. So work independently. Let's speed up this process. We already know how to create granny square stitches, and I will show you how to pick up that long yarn tail, the beginning yarn tail, to work your 3 clusters. And again, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you need instruction how we are making a regular 1 color granny square, please visit video. I left link below. Alright, so we start next round, and we need to pick up now the yarn color again, and this time I'm using the long tail. I left my beginning tail. So I change yarn color. Make sure your yarn tension is a little bit looser than normally, and you just start working with your new color yarn. Again, carry main color yarn around. You want that yarn to be accessible for you on the other side of your design. So once I'm done with the design, I can actually cut both yarn tails and hide the ends, and I will do that. And also I will show you how I will hide some of the exposure of the main color yarn visible on the right side of your square. So we are done. Let's cut this, and let's make sure we have everything under control. Change yarn color again, and going forward we will be using only main color yarn in this round. And because this is our 4th round and the design touches the 4th round, the rule for 2025 Granny Square Blanket is you will make 1 more round in the either main or contrasting color yarn, as long the design does not touch round number 4. And this is how I hide those ends. Sometimes they're visible, and I just kind of pull them on the wrong side, and once I do that, I hide the tail and I'm done. Okay, so I just want to point one more thing. This design looks completely different depending how you want to connect your granny squares. If I want to use, for example, mattress stitch, I will see just a little tiny corner. And because I'm making additional round, my design will change. So it will look kind of like half flower or whatever you can see. Sometimes our brain tricks us to see things that are not even there. But this is a very, very simple design, how I mentioned, and you can use it both ways. You can do only the corner and connect every single corner with the mattress stitch, which will look very pretty, or you can use, as we are doing this year, and making 5 rounds. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something new. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, thank you for supporting my channel, and thank you for supporting handmade art. I appreciate that, and I hope you join me for the whole series of 2025 Granny Square Blanket. See you next time.